Cajon drummers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another how to play series video. This one is Chainsmokers Closer. So I've seen so many covers on YouTube of this song, so I thought, well, it's popular enough. I think for those of you who have wanted to learn how to play this song but haven't yet got around to it, this is the video for you. So this is going to be super accessible to any level. The main groove of the song is perfect for a beginner, but the fill that leads into the chorus, I'm going to do one version of that that's great for an intermediate player, and then we'll push it a bit further into the more advanced area as we go. So we'll break down this song. We're going to tackle the verse first. So let's do the first half of the verse and then the second half of the verse at 80 beats per minute. Let's give it a go. Okay, so you can see the first half of the verse is just the accents, just the bass and snare accents. Now, when we come into the second half of the verse, we're adding in the ghost notes on those eighth notes, right? So start to think about the dynamics as you move forward. First half, don't have to worry too much, but second half of that verse, just be really conscious that you've got a solid kick and snare feel with a nice light tap coming from those ghost notes in between. So my little confession at this point is I find it hard to play eighth notes on the cajon because I'm so used to playing sixteenths all the time, right? So sixteenths are those 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a kind of rhythms, but eighth notes, so it feels a little bit slower. And you know, particularly with cajon, there are no like long sustained sounds, right? You have no wash of a cymbal or, you know, anything like that. So if your eighth note is a little bit early or a little bit late, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So get that metronome on and do some practice as I did, and well, it's quite a challenge, I think. So this is perfect timing for one piece of advice that I always give with metronome practice, which is experiment with the different subdivision options, right? So you can hear like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a on your metronome. So look for a mode that allows you to hear that, so that if you're having trouble, as I said, keeping time at the lower speed, when you can get that feedback from the metronome every eighth or every 16th, it makes it much easier to, I guess, put the rhythmic picture together in your mind, in your ears. Let's get up to 95 beats per minute now, the original tempo of the song. Okay, so that's our verse done. We've got the first half and the second half. Now 95 BPM is the original tempo, so if you're with us at this point, you can play that no problem at all. Now, if you want to practice the transition between the first half and the second half, feel free to spend some time doing that now. Later in the video, we're going to do that some more, so feel free to practice now if you want. Okay, so let's move on to that fill. If you are a beginner, please don't worry, I'm going to bring this way down to a really slow tempo because it is disproportionately more difficult than just playing through the verse. Okay, so what we've got here is a switch to 16th notes, and I listened to the record, and there are some slightly faster rolls in there, but I figured maybe we could just play them as 16th note accents, and then later get a bit of finger technique for those faster rolls and implement that as well. All right, so let's start off with the simple version of this fill at 60 beats per minute. Okay, so let's bring up our tempo now, coming to 80 beats per minute. And here we are at original song tempo, 95 beats per minute. Let's go. Okay, so I mentioned those faster rolls that we can hear within the fill. They're going to come in on the first left-hand accent of each bar. Remember, it's a 2-bar fill, so we're going to hear it twice. Instead of 16th notes, we've got two 30-second notes with the left hand on the fingers. Yeah, so I'm starting to feel like at this point, the fill is fitting in nicely with the original music. The little bit of variation in there also helps just to keep it interesting. If you have any questions about this part of the video, please let me know. And if you want to practice the finger roll technique some more, I've got a playlist all about it, so I'll leave a link for that here as well. All right, so let's keep working on this song now. I think we've got all the rhythms learnt. The next thing to practice is just some arrangement-based stuff. There is a big build-up section. It's 8 bars long. There are 6 bars of just boom, 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 8th notes on the bass. We're gonna build them up slowly. So start soft, get loud towards the end. Then the last 2 bars are the same fill that we just learnt. 6 bars building up, 2 bars of fill, into the chorus. Yeah, so the way I'm thinking about that build-up section is in blocks of 2. So I'm starting at my lowest volume for 2 bars, medium volume for 2 bars, loud for 2 bars, and then the fill. If that's too systematic for you, don't worry at all. As long as you've got that feeling of crescendo, then that's totally fine. All right, it's time to put all of this together. You could just load up the original music now if you want, or keep playing with me for a little longer if you like. We're gonna play through the fill into the chorus, into verse first half, into verse second half, and then finish. Just a nice way to string together everything we've learned, and is going to prepare you for playing along with the song. Alright, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, please give it a like. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, or check out some links down in the description for my other social media, interesting stuff like that. I'll see you in another video very soon. Catch you later.